Indoors, indoors, indoors. How I started modeling. So I was not that girl that was like, oh my god, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a model, I'm gonna do all this stuff. No girl, I hated my height when I was growing up. I hate heels. Drake! Heels were terrifying to me. I did not want to be the tallest person in the world. My sister actually was into modeling when I was growing up. And I was in high school. And she would go to shoots and stuff, and we would go downtown Chicago and be at these like different locations, and I'd be like, oh my god, this is so like I just thought it was so, I love that like fast pace, getting ready, we gotta go type of feel. I thought that was so cool. Like just being there watching her was just so cool to me. But even then, seeing her, I was like, didn't really want to do it that much. What was that, like I said, in high school I was ready to go to college. That's all I was thinking about. And when I say college, I'm not talking about being my studies. I'm talking about parties, y'all. We like to party. It didn't hit me until maybe like sophomore year of college, 2016, when I figured out that I really wanted to do this, y'all. I was watching America's Next Top Model. I was on like a binge watch of America's Next Top Model when boom, it hit me. January 1st of 2016. I was looking at the show and I'm like, girl, this could really be you. Like I never related to the girls to like a cast so much in my life. I was like, I had an epiphany. I just had an epiphany. I need to go to Tiffany. Or something. I don't know what happened, but I was like, I gotta do this. And after that, I literally could not take my mind off of modeling, you guys. March 2016, I had to go home. I had to go home and do a photo shoot. I was like, look, I gotta do one. I gotta start my portfolio and all this other stuff. Had my first photo shoot in 2016, y'all. I was so proud of myself. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. It's kind of harder than I thought. And then in the summertime, I found out Tyra was having a casting in Las Vegas for her beauty line. Now, you know I wanted to go. I wanted to go so bad. I looked at Tyra at that time like I'm like a role model. She was like, I'm like, I gotta meet this woman. I love her show. I watched all the seasons of her show. I gotta meet this girl. So I was literally like begging and pleading. I wanted to go so bad. At the time, I didn't have money to go, but I knew it was in August. And in August, when you're in college, you get your refund check before you start school. So I was like, Mom and Dad, I need to go. I could pay you back, please. It was a casting for her beauty lines. Like you could be like the face, I think, and you get a contract. So they gave in, and I went, and it was just, first of all, I've never been to Vegas, so I was like, oh my god, it's so hot here, and I'm just really doing stuff. You know what I mean? You see me. I got there, and I think it was the next day. I think I came the day before, but it was the next day. We met at this hall. I'm telling you, hundreds of people. I'm so glad I got there early, because if I didn't get there early, then it would have just been a mess, child. The line was so long, but I met some cool people. Like, I really like going there. It was just really fun meeting other people and seeing so many people inspiring me models. Just being around people that are doing the same thing that you're trying to do, it's just something. It's that feeling. It just feels so good. After that, we had a dinner that night. So dinner that night, I met up with some people that I had met earlier. Just met some random people. I'm like, hey y'all, blah blah, we all here, you know what I mean? Let's hang out for the whole day. That's literally what we did. Let's hang out. And that night we had a dinner. Then after that, she had a little seminar about like just everything. She was gonna announce who they casted for the beauty campaign and who got signed to, I think it was like LA models. I obviously didn't get it, but it's okay, girl. It's okay, because she had posted me on her Instagram. Yes, y'all, she had posted me on her Instagram. I was so excited. What was it, like 2 days after the night of when I found out I didn't get like the casting for her beauty line, I really wasn't surprised, but I was just like so hurt, because I'm like, oh my god, it's the first thing I did. I just got shut down. She's just like a slap in the face, you know what I mean? I flew all the way here, but it's fine. It's fine. It was very inspiring, and I still wanted to do modeling because I'm like, hello, I'm not finna give up after this. Like, what for? Tyra posted me. I'm not giving up, girl. 2017 comes around. I'm like, look, I can't be out here. I gotta go back to Chicago. I want to get signed. I gotta build my portfolio. I can't do this out here. We're 6 hours away. Like, you know, I can't really do what I want to do out here. So I moved back and got a job at CHIT, and I started doing shoots just back to back to back. 2017 was kind of just like me building my portfolio and really I had like no opportunities really. I did some small stuff, like I probably did like a runway show. I was still going to agencies, still getting told no, but I was like, I just feel like this is not the end. So I kept going and going and going. In 2018, I was getting tired of CHIT, y'all. Tired of CHIT. CHIT was not it for me. It was not paying enough. I wanted to work at Victoria's Secret so bad, so bad, so bad. And it was in the same mall. It was paying way more than I was getting paid at CHIT. So I'm like, okay, boom, got hired there. I was so excited because I wanted to be just around, like, you know how they have like the screens and stuff in the store. I wanted to be just around that. I needed inspiration. I want to be a Victoria's Secret model one day. Cool. When I walk in to work, I can see that every day and just be like, it's okay, one day you'll make it. You know what I mean? And so 2019 comes around. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my eyebrows together. So 2019 rolls around and I'm like, I gotta go to LA. I want to go to LA, visit the agencies. I want to do a shoot out there. So I booked my flight, y'all, in LA to LA. I don't know what date it was, but I had booked the wrong flight. I forgot LA Fashion Week was like what day it was. I wound up staying in LA for 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks. 1 week I was by myself. The other week, well, mostly almost the whole 2 weeks. For the next weekend, my best friend and my sister came down, but I was mostly out in LA by myself. I was out in LA by myself trying to go to agencies, trying to go to LA Fashion Week. I did a photo shoot. I love that photo shoot, you guys. Like, that was the best photo shoot I've had, hands down. I don't care. I still like love the pictures to this day. To this day! So I was going to agencies and stuff and still getting told no. Still getting told no. I'm like, okay, well, this is still an experience. I really liked LA, honestly. I would go back and I still want to go back. Then that summer of 2019, I had did some digitals. I still was doing shoots, like small shoots, you know what I mean? Still trying to send in my pictures online. So boom, it's September of 2019. Wilhelmina was having like an open call. Wait a minute, pause. I also went to New York in 2019, you guys. I went to New York in 2019 around New York Fashion Week, and I had no money. I was broke. I just knew I wanted to do a shoot there though. Like, I really wanted to do a shoot there, and so I did. So I flew out there, did a shoot. I couldn't do anything else, y'all. Nothing else. That's all I did. I flew out there, did a shoot, came back, and by this time, you guys, I'm like, okay, I'm like kind of tired.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
I'm like, if I don't get signed, it's fine. As long as I try to show my face. Wilhelmina had an open call, and I was like, okay, let me go show my face real quick. So boom, we'll go to the Wilhelmina casting list, and I'm just like, whatever, you know what I mean? Didn't think anything of it. Didn't think they even really saw me for real, but God, he's not always there when you want him, but he's always on time. So I get an email maybe like in October, early October, like from Wilhelmina. I'm the Wilhelmina agent. Hey, we saw you, blah, 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 blah. If you want to come in, let me know when you're available. All this other stuff, we want to see you. I'm like, oh my God. I was literally so excited, you guys, because I think I was having a rough week. And that email just like really brightened my day. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So excited. So boom, I went in the next week and we talked, and they asked me all this other stuff. They saw my portfolio and they were like, yeah, we want to sign you. So excited. I was so just like overwhelmed with joy. That's all I have to say. They started inviting me to, you know, bars and restaurants. I had my digitals. I met some really cool people, and it was all fun. I had my first gig in March of 2020. It was a really good time, y'all. I had a really good time. My first 5 months being signed, great. Then, boom. This is when lockdown, shutdown, COVID-19 is dangerous. Stay inside, indoors, indoors, indoors. So everything was shut down. The agency, sorry, we can't have anybody in right now. COVID-19 is spreading. Like, this will blow over. This won't be as bad. You know, remember when we first started like in the pandemic, and they were like, you know, it'll be fine in 2 weeks. I remember I got laid off, y'all, unemployed from Victoria's Secret. They were like, it's gonna be back in we'll let you know in 2 weeks. Yo, we are in 2021 and it's still going on. After a while, I was just like, what's the point, y'all? I really just was like, through quarantine and this pandemic panorama, I was just like, what is the point? Do I even want to model anymore? Like, this is crazy. I felt like I was robbed. Like, I'm like, dang, God, why me? I just got signed. Can I at least enjoy it? I was feeling unnoticed by the agency, y'all. Like, I just felt like they have forgot about me. It took me a while during all of this to realize, like, I really was seeking validation from them, and I wasn't getting it. I really want to press y'all, and when I try to do something, I'm still not getting the, like, my credit when it's due. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a part of this and really try. It just wasn't working, and I feel like it wasn't working for my benefit. Like, God always has a plan, you guys. I shouldn't have to try to still be a model during a pandemic, a Papa John's, a Panda Express. Like, I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself. It just got old after a while. I'm like, I don't need to impress anybody but myself. My own opinion is worth it enough. You know what I mean? I don't need a whole agency to tell me that I'm doing well. I need to know for myself. So it took me a while to realize that. I feel like I'm still learning that, guys. So I'm still trying to figure out what type of model I am. Like, am I going to fit in? No, I can't. I'm not going to fit in, and that's okay. Everybody's different, and everybody has their own journey. You know what I mean? And there's also some joy in, like, making your own content, and you don't need that validation. You don't need it from anybody. And I also started to realize in quarantine that modeling is not my only talent, and modeling is not the only reason that I'm put on this earth. Modeling for me, I feel like it's just like a stepping stone. To be honest, like, I don't think I'm supposed to be like just a model, and that is okay, and it may take me a minute. That's why I started this YouTube channel. So woo-hoo. I feel like all of this all together, y'all, I'm still not doing my makeup. All of this all together, it was a blessing in disguise. Right, I'm doing just fine.
It's cool, y'all. I swear to God, I'm doing just fine.
Because it made me realize that I was trying too hard. And that I can focus on some other things that I love, and some other things that I'm good at or want to become good at. Like, you know what I mean? I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. So yeah, I have other talents that God wanted me to bring out in the moment, and I'm okay with that, y'all. I feel like whatever is for me is for me. I don't want to force anything. That's like my big thing, is that I don't want to force anything. I just want things to naturally come my way, because that's how it's worked always for me. Like, I feel like I don't have to do the most. Like, God sees me putting in work, knows what I want to do, and here's my heart. God knows where my head is at, and He gonna do what's best for me. He looking out for me. He looking out for me. Yes. Hallelujah. So if anyone wants to be like a model, y'all, if you want to be a model, if you are an aspiring model, do that. But remember to stay who you are, y'all, and don't let the industry think you're not good enough, because at the end of the day, I feel like fashion, the modeling industry and the fashion industry, they just run the business. One day, what is it on Project Runway? One day you're in, the next day you're out. And that's kind of how it is with modeling, unfortunately. But it's just good to have other things that other hobbies that you're into, because it's gonna build your brand eventually, right? All right, y'all, I'm doing lip. Let's do them lips. I hope it looks okay, y'all. Y'all like my makeup so far? How it look? Y'all wouldn't lie to me, right? Let me do some setting spray. How I look? I ain't going nowhere. I just want to look cute today. Period. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TalesaLanese. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!